From the KMNN studios, this is the Kids Morning News Network.
Good morning. It's Thursday, January 25th, 2024. I'm Alex in the KMNN studio in New York. It's National Observe the Weather Day. Check it out. It's always changing. Let's go right to an update from the Winter Youth Olympics in South Korea. These are the Youth Olympics, so all the competitors are between 15 and 18 years old. Yesterday, Team USA rose to the challenge in a couple of team events. The Mixed Team Ski Cross Big Final, that's all one title, and the Short Track Speed Skating Mixed Team Relay Final A. These events have long names at the Winter Youth Olympics. Silver medals for Team USA in both of those events. Unfortunately, Team USA lost both its curling matches yesterday to China and Switzerland, and I'm not sure, but I think they're out for good in curling. Italy is still on top of the gold medal count with 9 so far, so nice job, Team Italy. More updates tomorrow. Years ago, in 1872, like a lot of years ago, a book came out called Around the World in 80 Days. You might have actually heard of it. In the book, which is a novel, it's made up, a guy named Phileas Fogg tries to go around the world in 80 days, just like the title. Remember, this is 1872, so there are no planes, no cars. Trains were the modern way to get around, but they weren't everywhere. In the book, Fogg goes by boat, he goes by sled, he goes by elephant. It was a big adventure, and the book was a huge hit. But was it even possible to make this amazing journey in just 80 days? Well, about 15 years after the book came out in 1889, a pioneering reporter named Nellie Bly decided to find out. She worked for a newspaper, the New York World, and she was kind of a rock star. She'd already shown that she was an amazing reporter, and so she decided she'd make the trip, or try to, and write about it for the paper along the way. And she only brought one dress with her and one coat and some underwear, and that was about it. Her trip was just as much of an adventure as Phileas Fogg's, though she never did ride an elephant. For the last part of the trip, a special train was rented just for her called the Nellie Bly Express to take her from San Francisco back home to New Jersey. And she did the whole trip in just 72 days. So she made it. Oh, and along the way, she stopped off in Paris to meet Jules Verne, the guy who wrote the novel. Time for our Thursday riddle. Here's the answer from yesterday's riddle, which was, I run but never walk, I murmur but never talk, I have a bed but I never sleep, I have a mouth but I never eat. What am I? A river. Okay, today's riddle. I add 5 to 10 and get 3. And that is the right answer. So what am I? Give you the answer tomorrow. What color is the sky? Does it look blue to you? I mean, assuming that it's not all cloudy like it is in a lot of places today. Well, that's because human eyes have cells that let us see blue, green, and red light. Everything in our world is a combination of those colors. But other animals see things differently. Many birds have cells that let them see ultraviolet light as well. Mice, on the other hand, they see only green and ultraviolet. There's a cool story in the New York Times about a camera system scientists at George Mason University have created that lets us see in animal vision. The blue sky, well, it's full of ultraviolet light. We can't see it, but birds can, and it doesn't look blue. And sunscreen is designed to absorb ultraviolet. So to creatures that can see it, like bees, slapping sunscreen on kind of makes you glow. Everyone sees things differently. It's just amazing to have this chance to see the world through someone or something else's eyes. In the weather today, if it's been cold where you live, today it's going to warm up a bit. That may make for a foggy morning, warm air, cold ground, good recipe for fog. But there's a big line of showers moving into the eastern half of the country. Between that and the warm weather, there will be a lot of snow melting. So, as always, look out for flooding. And that's it for this Thursday edition of Kids Morning News Network. I'll be back tomorrow from the Kids Morning News Network studio in New York. This is Alex, signing off.